Hi, we're Laura and Lewis, and our garage is a big hot mess. We've got wood piled in heaps and junk everywhere like a couple of barbarians. So in this video, we'll show you how we built a mobile lumber cart using our scraps.
We had a mixture of 3/4 inch and 1/2 inch plywood, but not enough of either to make the cart out of one thickness, so we worked with what we had and kind of played it by ear. But if you're interested in building your own lumber cart, we modeled a parametric design on Fusion 360 and made plans so you can make one from a single sheet of plywood. All you have to do is hit the thumbs up button, then go to our website to download the free plans. We put the link down in the description.
We started by measuring and cutting the front, back, and side panels, as well as the divider pieces. We're using our trusty circular saw with a track saw attachment from Craig, but you can easily make straight cuts by clamping a straight edge onto the panel and using it as a guide. We cut a wedge off the top of the side panels to create a slope, so we can store taller materials along the back and also have access to shorter scraps towards the front of the cart. We use our carpenter square and squeezy clamps to hold the two panels together and keep the panels square while we pre-drill and screw the pieces together with 1.5 inch screws.
We used a piece of plywood with the same thickness as the joining piece and traced along the back wall, so we can have a reference to make sure we screw along the center of the edge and prevent blowing out from either face.
Then we attach the front panel the same way, making sure to use plenty of wood glue as well.
Once the 4 walls were attached, we placed it upright onto another piece of plywood and traced the perimeter of the bottom panel. Then we cut it out and attached it with more wood glue and screws.
At this point, we attached locking casters onto the bottom panel, so we can roll the cart around if we need to and fix it in place for storage. The mounting holes on the casters are slightly larger than the screw heads, so we used washers in between to make sure they're secure. Now that the main box is complete, we slid the divider panel in and used a scrap piece as a spacer to make sure that it fits evenly on both sides. Here, we need to drill in from the outside of the box to the divider on the inside. To help us guide where to screw in, we used the front panel as a reference and locked the tape measure at the distance to the divider. Then we use that to scribe a line along the sidewall to use for reference.
And finally, we used the scrap piece we used as a spacer as another divider, and we just screwed it in from the front with plenty of wood glue.
And that's it. Pretty simple. A box on wheels with a few dividers to store our scraps. This was a fun one-day build, and it's made a huge difference in cleaning up the garage. It's so nice to have a designated spot for the scraps and not have it all over the floor. Now that the wood is cleaned up, we can make space for other garage-related projects. Maybe. So subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching!